Hey there, Mr. Johnson. It's Friday, October 26th, and yes, I do agree, at some point I will eventually settle down, because how else am I supposed to settle in that Victorian house that's waiting for me in Massachusetts? Yes, I already have a plan for where I'm going to retire. It will be Massachusetts. It will be in a Victorian house, because if you've ever seen my Tumblr, well, mostly a couple months back, I reblogged so many pictures of so many Victorian houses, and I am obsessed with the turrets on Victorian houses, because those are the coolest things ever. So I'll take my time running around the world when I'm young being a very variable time range, because that could be up to when I'm 50 and ready to retire in Massachusetts, but who knows, until then I'm willing to roll with the punches and do whatever. But speaking of roaming around, I'm going to Jacksonville this Saturday to fight the Bulldogs in a football game, which, I mean, we will most likely win because Georgia's not doing very well, and in our rebuilding season we are 7-0 currently, which isn't really a rebuilding season considering Georgia is our last major fight, and we beat LSU and South Carolina, which were our biggest fights of the season, and we pummeled South Carolina. We ended up with 44-11 pummeled South Carolina. So I'm going to be in Jacksonville this weekend, the greatest city in Florida. It's not the greatest city in Florida, but when I'm going to be there, they call it the biggest cocktail party in the Southeast, which I guess kind of implies how much alcohol there's going to be at this party. And by party, I mean football game. I'm just physically incapable of talking. But anyway, speaking of Halloween, I have 2 Halloween costumes that I have to have planned, one of which is for band, in which my section is being terrible puns. So I am wearing a shirt that has the letter U on it, and my friend is wearing a shirt that has the letter P on it, and together we will be One Direction. And my other costume is going to be the Doctor, probably because I have this nice little coat right here that Dad gave both of us, but all I have to do is hem the sleeves and then wear a dark pair of pants and suspenders and a shirt and a bow tie, and I'll call myself the Doctor. Unfortunately, I don't have a Sonic. I've never gotten around to purchasing one of those, which would really, you know, finish off the entire thing. I may just carry around a screwdriver, who knows? And only a select few will understand the joke. I also should get a fez if I really want to dress up as the Doctor, but I don't know where to get a fez. Anyway, Halloween costume, Georgia game, settling in a Victorian house in Massachusetts after roaming the world. I think I covered everything. So Steve, I'll see you Monday.